if anybody out there is considering getting the PlayStation VR, I would highly recommend it. It's definitely a novel experience, to say the least. I'm actually looking forward to playing more VR games, but I have to get back to this, or I'm not going to finish it, unfortunately. And everybody's telling me this is a must-play game. Okay. So, just recalling from memory, Cathedral of the Deep is where I am. I'm trying to make my way through the rooftops of the cathedral, and I guess basically I'm trying to find an entry into the cathedral itself, because the rooftops so far haven't provided a means to get inside the cathedral. And last stream I got a lot of distractions with some PvP. I noticed a lot of people were wanting to PvP around that area. But we're gonna do this. Looks like I got my Ember going. We're gonna go to the Cleansing Chapel. And we're gonna see if there's any friendly summon signs around here. I can't take this. Praise the jumping. Help me. Interesting. I'm actually surprised that there aren't any signs here. Usually there is. There we go. Summoning Baked Joe? Okay, we're gonna move forward. Oh, there's somebody else's summon sign here. There we go. 2 people. It should be enough. Well, there's our invader. And this is exactly what happened last stream. I didn't make any progress because we kept getting invaders. destroyed the Phantom. Good job. Legend is a little eager to go into the crypt downstairs, but really we don't need to go this way, I don't think. Unless he knows something that I don't. Really? No, I don't need this. I'd already kicked down the ladder from the last playthrough. Really, he wants to take on this priest? This long-hilted weapon, mixing spear and axe, is difficult to handle, requiring both strength and dexterity. Can be thrust like a spear or swept sideways like an axe, making it a versatile weapon effective against multiple foes. Okay, this is a new area, completely new area for Soul of a Nameless Soldier. We got Flambearers. Be wary of breath. Enemy ahead. Okay. This looks like it. This is definitely going to be a boss battle. I'm almost positive. I didn't know you could actually... They had a speaking gesture. That's kind of cool. Because Dark Souls, the only way you could do, I think the only speaking gesture in Dark Souls 2 was the use of the, I don't even remember what it was called. It was like the talking acorn or something like that. And I think the only thing it would say was, hello!
Hey!
Really? Okay. That took us all the way back to the bonfire. I was wondering how the heck we would open those doors when our first time bonfire. What the heck? Freaking Deep Braille Divine Tome. Sweet. Seek guidance. I think that's a miracle. Going up the ladder. Second floor. There we go. Another ember. Oh, crap. So we got the invader to show up. Another ember. Aldrich's Sapphire. So we picked up a charm here. A dual charm. Temporarily disables special... Tool used in duels of judgment. Nulls effects of special area effects for a short time. Allfather Lloyd's knights lived in fear of his duels of judgment, in which verdicts were carried out by his sword of law. Picked up a deep Braille Divine Tome. I know I need to turn that back into the Firekeeper girl. A Braille Divine Tome of the Deep belonging to the deacons of the cathedral. Give this to a storyteller to learn miracles of the deep. Intended to teach divine protection to the deacons of the deep, but later dark tales were added to its pages, such that it is now considered a thing profane. Seek guidance. Miracle of Stray Souls displays more help from other worlds and reveals summon signs without using an ember. Faith serves as a guide for clerics, meaning they should have no need for second-hand wisdom. Be that as it may, this miracle has been passed down from soul to soul, providing a tiny ray of hope for the lost. Yeah. Flamberge, great sword with an undulating blade. The blade resembling flame was crafted to mutilate flesh and induce bleeding. That's nice. I don't think I picked up any armor or shields, but I believe I did pick up a couple of rings. Exploding bolts. Got those too. Bolts that explode on impact deals area fire damage in the immediate vicinity. Due to the risk of detonation, the amount of bolts the user can carry is greatly limited. These are, after all, prototypes created by the weapon craftsman Edmund. You get what you pay for. Ring given to Knights of the Way of White depicts Allfather Lloyd's Sword of Law. Boost attack power when HP is full. Much time has passed since the worship of Lloyd was common in the Way of White. The clerics of Karim had always strongly asserted that Lloyd was a derivative fraud, and that the Allfather title was self-proclaimed. Aldrich's Sapphire, a malformed ring left by Aldrich, Saint of the Deep, recovers FP from critical attacks. Aldrich, infamous for his appetite for flesh, apparently had the desire to share with others his joy of imbibing the final shudders of life while luxuriating in his victim's screams. Okay. I'm not seeing any summon signs here, and that's because I need to use an ember. So let me pop an ember here. And hopefully a couple of summon signs should show now. Go back and check real quick to see if anybody's left a summon sign. Did we get our other friend here? There we go. Alright, let's do this. Look at this guy's club, dude. He's definitely gonna lay the smack down on some NPCs. Freaking invader. I don't even remember where I was. Oh, there I was. Okay. Move along. Holy crap, that large here just worked. Barbed straight sword and spiked shield. Hmm. Okay, so they did not go this way. Let me try to rendezvous with my allies here. Where through here. Cathedral Knight Gauntlets. Large soul of an unknown. Maiden hood, maiden robes, gloves, and skirt. Is this poisoning? Slowing down my movement speed, I guess. poison. Hammer. Cathedral Night Bridge. Another ember. Oh. Horus the Hushed. And Henri of Astora. I'm gonna get rid of these NPC summons because the players are gonna be better. It's gonna be a lot more helpful. Victory ahead. Alright. We're gonna move forward. Decon. didn't realize I was building up a curse. Let me see if I have a ring to help mitigate curse buildup. Jeez. Alright, I'll go ahead and summon the Chewbacca Ewok looking guy. We'll use a drive thing. Waffle Hobo, take him too. tough. Rear ahead? Not here. Let's take a look at some of those items that we picked up. Soul of the Deacons of the Deep, one of the twisted souls steeped in strength. Used to acquire many souls or transposed to extract its true strength. After Aldrich left for the Boreal Valley, Archdeacon Royce remained in the cathedral with the High Priest to keep eternal watch over their master's coffin. Small doll, small silverwork doll depicting a young squire in the legendary old city of Irithyll. Situated in the Boreal Valley, the Pontiff Sulvan gave this doll to valued subjects so that they might use it to cross the barrier when they return home. Listen carefully and you can hear it say, "Wherever you go, the moon still sets in Irithyll. Wherever you may be, Irithyll is your home." Drang hammers, paired hammers of the Drang Knights, descendants from the land known for the legend of the linking of the fire. When the Drang Knights disbanded, they scattered across the land to sell swords. They quickly became known for shieldless, aggressive tactics that struck fear into the hearts of men. Now, I think there was like a barbed sword that I picked up as well. Spiked shield, shield of Longfinger Kirk, the notorious Knight of Thorns. The surface bristles with thorns. Its vicious design makes it an effective weapon, and its thorns can inflict heavy bleeding on those unfortunate enough to be struck. Cathedral Knight Great Shield, a heavy iron shield used by the Knights of the Cathedral of the Deep. The blessings of the cathedral have granted it high dark absorption. The face of the shield is decorated with the emblem of an old king of Lothric, a bold image of a great bird gazing skywards. Ah, Curse Ward Great Shield. I guess I could have used that to help ward off the buildup of curse. Great Shield given to those who resisted the curse long ago. Far too heavy for an ordinary person, perhaps it signifies the foolishness of resisting the curse. And yet, those who bear the weight of the shield will not find its protections against curses wanting. Oh, man. I swear there was another weapon that came along with that spiked shield. Maybe it was, yeah, it was this. It was this. Sword of Longfinger Kirk, the infamous Knight of Thorns. This sword's blade is lined with countless deadly thorns. The thorns of this ominous weapon induce heavy bleeding. Okay. So, I guess that was the Cathedral of the Deep. I almost feel like I've only partly explored this cathedral, that there's more to it. But seeing as how I have 52,000 souls acquired, almost 53, and I've picked up some souls that I can use for my inventory, I think I'm gonna go back to the Firelink Shrine and level up. Archdeacon, White Crown, Holy Garb, and Skirt. Is this I guess this is a tomb? No chance ahead. Pointless. Illusion ahead? Nope. I'm pretty sure now that I picked up that Deacon armor, it reminded me that there was a couple other armor sets that I picked up as well. So we'll review those. White crown worn by the Archdeacon of the Cathedral of the Deep, presented solely to delegates of the gods. One of the three Archdeacons of the Deep, one cast off his white crown and left the cathedral to stand by Aldrich. Maidenhood. White hood worn by traveling maidens, part of their formal attire regardless of rank. It is soft and well made, but ill-suited for use in battle. Maiden robe. White robe worn by traveling maidens, part of their formal attire, regardless of rank. It is soft and well made, but ill-suited for use in battle. Archdeacon Holy Garb. Holy garb worn by an Archdeacon of the Cathedral of the Deep, a sign of the Way of White's highest rank. One of the three Archdeacons of the Deep once stood over Aldrich's casket with hope that he would return one day. Attire of a sorcerer from the Vinheim Dragon School. Long ash-colored robes. Underneath is a deep blue sorcerer's coat. Conventional uniform of the academy. Drang gauntlets. Gauntlets of the Drang Knights, proclaimed descendants from the land known for the legend of the linking of the fire. Fine protection that is both light and strong, having been reinforced with rare geisteel. The Drang Knights were once feared sellswords until treason they were separated forever. Cathedral Knight Gauntlets. Massive iron gauntlets worn by knights serving the Cathedral of the Deep. Repulsive creatures of the deep are sure to attract the foolish, but the Cathedral Knights are prepared to meet such intruders head-on with their more than ample might. Pretty much the same description as the Drang armor. Skirt worn by an Archdeacon of the Cathedral of the Deep, worn underneath holy garb. Of the Archdeacons of the Deep, one attended to Rosaria, Mother of Rebirth, whom he deemed a goddess. Okay. So I guess I have no other choice but to level up. Now's the perfect time to do it.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls. Ashen One, to be unkindled sovereignless souls will I will show thee how. Ashen One. Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
Okay, so it looks like we got a new NPC to show up here.
Gaining admission to the Legion is a matter of some ceremony. Inside their keep, snuffing out the flames of even accursed
You know what? These thrones were empty before, but it looks like there's a corpse sitting in that one now. We'll go see what that's all about. Who are these guys?
Oh, and we meet again. We spoke before on the Road of Sacrifices. Anri of Astora. I'm well pleased to see you safe. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but Aldrich's coffin was empty. The man-eater must have left for his true home. The little doll in the empty coffin told me. Aldrich is said to hail from Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep, and so becomes our destination. Aldrich's honest home, a pilgrim told me, and so...
thou art unkindled, and a seeker of lords. I am Ludleth of Corland. Look not in bewilderment as I say.
Has this guy been here the
linked
whole time? I just never
long
talked to him.
ago, becoming the Lord of Cinder. If substantiation be thy want, set thine eyes upon my charred corpse. This sad cadaver, no need to be coy. Have a closer look. Listen, this might pique thine interest. Before I was a Lord of Cinder, I was a student of transposition, the process of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. A forbidden art that once left a foul stain upon Corland's honor. 'Tis an art that grants powers once thought unattainable. Most transposing kilns were lost with Corland, but this place is a crossing for all manner of cursed objects. If thou happenst upon a transposing kiln, bring it to me.
I happen to have one.
Oh, belike it is a transposing kiln in thy possession. Seen better days, but methinks it shall suffice. Now, bring to me a twisted soul. Transposition is the art of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. In transposing a twisted soul, its true power transferreth to thee. Thy purpose is to seek lords and slay them. What's to fear in a little transposition now?
Okay, so I guess I missed him a while back because I know that I had that transposing kiln in the last playthrough and possibly the playthrough before that. So I guess I missed him earlier. Let's talk to Grey Rat. Let's see what Grey Rat's up here.
Oh, hello, you're back. And in one piece. You can keep them as... Goodbye.
Ah, well, Matt is good to see, wasn't he? Prithee, be careful. I don't want to see my work.
Ah, the Iron Plea. If you seek the lands of the lords, the home of Pyroman, at least, that the place is called Aro-Hizo. Do not be gone. Back again, I suppose this means...
I don't mean to seem in exchange for my sorceries in the form of scrolls. I hope you're not one. Come
I don't
again.
think I've found a single scroll yet for this guy.
Championova, do you wish to hear a tale?
Follower of the Way of Light.
Oh, what's this? These are dark tales of things that lurk deep within men. These stories would not please you. Of course, if you insist, I will read them for you. Only... oh, they frighten me so. The little creatures that nibble at me in the darkness. You know, in my home of Karim, I would be pleased to share the tales, and although, to be honest, but if I had a divine... oh, terribly sorry. Have a pleasant journey, Champion of Ash. Aldrich's honest home is Irithyll. A pilgrim told me that the city love and so becomes our destiny.
I thought you said something about the doll that I have in my possession now. Small silver work doll depicting a young squire in the legendary old city of Irithyll. Situated in the Boreal Valley, the Pontiff Sullivan gave this doll to valued subjects so that they might use it to cross the barrier when they return home. Listen carefully and you can hear it say, "Wherever you go, the moon still sets in Irithyll. Wherever you may be, Irithyll is your home." Okay. Anyways, we're nearing that 1 hour and 30 mark, and we just defeated another boss, so this just a good time as any to end the stream here. This is going to conclude the playthrough number 13, and we'll be picking this up. I can't promise you tomorrow or even the next day. Probably, I don't know whether this weekend's going to be available or not, but we'll see. Anyways, signing off. Peace.